Right then, we're going to start off lying down. So you've got the two vlogs. Have I just made your dreams come true, Claire? Can you take probably that block under your bottom, but if you want to go with the bigger one, that's fine as well. That one's just a better size for most bottoms. And then when you're lying down on your back, it's best to lie down first, then put the block. Yeah, lie down first, then put the block. So you can have your arms either just down by your side or overhead if you prefer, whatever feels nice, just to get yourself into the feeling of your body, see what you feel you need this evening. Watch the flow of your breath. Recognise the flow of your breath is a moving force within you. The moving force within you can also relate to the Vayus. You don't need that on your head. You do. You don't need that on your head. And the Vayus, which means or loosely translates as wind or movement, is the movement of the energy. It's the forces of energy that move through you. There are 5 key movement patterns that we've worked on the last 2 weeks. Apana, Vayu, which is the inward and upward movement current of energy within you. And this week and next week we're working on Apana, which is the downward and outward energy pattern. So a little bit more lower body focus, pelvis, legs. Bring your legs a little narrower, push into the left heel, bring your right knee to your chest, keep the left leg straight, left heel on the floor. Either hold the back of the thigh or the shin, whichever is most comfortable for you to get hold of. Keep the shoulders broad. And maybe that leg moves in and out slightly with your breath, or maybe it just stays steady, just giving a little massage to the right hip, right side of the waist. Your right leg straightens out, right heel pushes to the floor, left heel draws in, left leg draws in, squeezing in and out. This is Ardha Apanasana or Padamuktasana, wind relieving pose. So we're just getting this downward flow of energy activated. Think of it as the energy of release, not just physical release, but also emotional, mental release. Apana, letting go. When you return the left foot down, put it flat on the floor with a bent leg, and then bend the right leg as well. Take the block out from under your bottom, and we'll come into full Apanasana, both knees into your chest, holding the back of the thighs, or if you can, around the shins, and some of you might even be able to wrap your arms around the shins. Tuck your chin in slightly, squeeze both thighs against your abdomen. Feel that pressure on the abdomen, encouraging that downward, outward elimination process, both physically and energetically. Anything you need to let go of, see if you can shift yourself into that state this evening. From here, making your way to sitting. If you want to roll, holding your legs, you can roll up holding your legs or turn to the side. And feel free to sit on the block that your bottom's on if you need to, so that the knees are no higher than the sides of your pelvis. Fingertips to the floor, just briefly while you wriggle your spine nice and tall. And then bring your hands into a prayer position at the centre of your chest and bow your head in. We're going to chant Om before we do this short pranayama and then Om after we've done the pranayama. Just see if you notice any difference in the basic breathing practice effects. So one Om to begin with, take a deep breath in. Breathe normally, place one hand just below the diaphragm, the other hand up at the top of your chest along the collarbones. And then imagine a third hand that you don't have in the middle space. Empty your lungs completely. Then breathe in lower hand, the imaginary middle hand, and up to your top hand, and then exhale all in one breath. Breathe in lower hand, middle hand, upper hand, exhaling. Again, lower, middle lungs, upper lungs, exhaling. Now we're going to reverse it. Inhale one breath in. Exhale, mentally follow. Upper lungs empty, middle lungs empty, lower lungs empty. Breathe in. So you're actually going to follow the breath as if you're filling up the container of your lungs and then emptying from the top, from the middle, from the bottom. So following both streams. Inhaling from the bottom upwards, middle, top, and exhaling from the top downwards, top, middle, bottom. Couple more rounds. Feel the breath not only in the front of your body but also the back of your lungs, the sides of your lungs. The lungs as this container for your breath, and you are expanding your container's capacity. Hands return to prayer position. And then we will once more chant Om and see if you can use that fuller space for your lungs so that your chant lasts a little longer, gets more potency. Take a deep breath in. Forward onto hands and knees, so you can move any blocks that are on your mat, off your mat. As you shift onto hands and knees, straighten your right leg out behind. And can you have your toes tucked initially? Push back and forwards a few times into your heel. So you're pressing and opening into the ankle or calf. Okay, so don't worry too much if your leg ends up overlapping onto someone's mat here. Have your foot pointed, so you're on the top of your foot now. Yeah? Slide that leg all the way back until you're in a child's pose on your left leg. Bring your arms in so your head can rest on your forearms. And have your right leg reaching long. As far out as you can reach with that right leg, then apply pressure into the front of the foot so that the knee and the thigh bone heel off the ground as the leg straightens more. Okay, for a couple more breaths. Stretch into the front of the toes, the front of the ankle. One more breath. Relax the knee down. Come a little bit towards sitting and roll onto your left buttock, spinning your your right leg round, so your right leg will be around the right corner of your mat-ish, and you're sitting on both buttocks, with the right leg out to the side, the left heel in towards the pubic bone. So at the moment we've got an empty space outside your right hip. If you want to put your purple block there, you can. Drop either onto your hand, left arm up, dropping maybe onto your forearm or the block, and take a side bend over. And then stay nice and heavy and grounded in your left side of the pelvis as your left arm lifts, left hip drops. Rolling the left armpit back slightly and take one more breath. The arm's not coming up, just rolling the armpit back. On your inhale, come up. Yeah. Coming up and coming to Vayu, so your right leg comes across to rest near the left leg. Knees are just slightly apart. Top foot points out, bottom foot points back. And then bringing your right hand to the left knee. Look over the left shoulder. And be heavy in the right hip as you look around. Knees are just slightly sliding apart, so you get a little space in the legs to help you turn. Then looking forwards and coming forwards onto hands and knees. When you're there, left back up at the top of your mat, left leg out, toes tucked, back and forwards, pressing through the heel, moving through your toe joints as you roll through the toes. So your wrists a little warm here too. Okay, and then point the foot so you're on the top of the toes, top of the foot, slide that leg back until you're in a child's pose on your right leg, and your arms come in so that you've got something to rest your head on. Left leg nice and long out behind. You're as far back onto that right leg as you can, but your hips are level, your chest is level. If you can, try pressing into the top of that left foot a bit more so that you peel the knee and thigh up a little more, getting a bit more stretch into your ankle. Relax the knee down, roll onto your right buttock and spin round so that the left leg is near the left corner of your mat. Right heel to pubic bone, and again there's an empty space to the left hip, so you can either put your hand there, right arm in the air, or drop down onto block or floor, but we want to make sure that the right pelvis stays down. So just like on Fiona, I'm holding her pelvis down, you can imagine you've got a pair of hands holding down the side of your pelvis as you reach up and away from there. Thumb turns back, armpit turns forwards. On your inhale, come up, Vayu, left leg meets right leg. So your bottom foot is pointing out, your top foot points back, and the knees slightly apart. This time left hand to right knee, look over the right shoulder. Soften down a little in the left hip because it wants to come up and follow you round. So let the left hip just drop slightly as you twist. Good, then look forwards, come forwards onto hands and knees. And then untuck both toes so you can sit back and kneel on your heels. Great. Dom, you are probably going to need to turn around actually, yeah. Good, we'll take a little kneeling salutation first. Arms float up with your inhale. Bend forwards, child's pose as you exhale. Hands and knees, inhale into cow. Exhale, drop chest down for Ashtanga. Slide your chest through, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Back towards child's pose, downward facing dog. Right leg steps forwards, lower the left knee, try to do your chest, then float your arms. Hands down, step back up to the top of your mat, feet hip distance flat back. Fold over the legs. Swoop both arms up, take a mini back bend as your arms lift. Bow all the way forwards again, fold over the legs. Flat back position, chest forward. Right leg back, drop your knee to the floor, lay on fingertips initially as you lift the chest, then float your arms. Hands back down to the floor, downward facing dog. Knees down, sit back onto the heels. Now let's coordinate the breath with that. Inhale, arms lift, look up. Exhale, bound child's pose. Inhale, cow pose, hands and knees. Exhale, Ashtangasana, chest down between the thumbs. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra, elbows, knees. Exhale, bottom to heels. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, left foot forwards, drop right knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step to top of mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold over legs. Swoop both arms up. Inhale, taking whatever amount of back bend feels okay. Exhale, bow all the way forwards again over the legs. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, left leg back, drop knee. Your fingertips initially, and then inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, knees down, sit back to heels. Inhale, arms swoop up, we go again. Exhale, down, child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees, cow, dipping the belly. Exhale, chest to floor, Ashtangasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, bottom to heels. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, right foot forwards, beyond fingertips. Inhale, arms up. Knee to ground, everyone. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step to top of mat, flat back. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back, drop knee to floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, knees down, sit back to heels, back to kneeling position. Start again, inhale, arms swoop up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, knees chest chin to floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, bottom to heels. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, left foot forwards, fingers on floor as your chest lift. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Forwards, flat back. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, arms swoop up. Exhale, arms swoop down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg back, drop knee to floor. Inhale, arms swoop up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, knees down, back to kneeling. We're going to do one more round each side. Inhale, arms swoop up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, bottom to heels. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, right foot forwards. Drop left knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Step forwards, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold over legs. Swoop arms, mini back bend. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back, knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, knees down, sit back to heels. Ready to swoop up again. One last round. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, Ashtangasana. Inhale, slide to cobra. Exhale, bottom to heels. Inhale, down dog.
Exhale, left foot forwards, knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down, step to top of mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold over legs. Swoop arms up, inhale, looking up. Exhale, swoop down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg back, knee to floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, knees down, sit back onto your heels, hands on thighs, and pause. Close your eyes and breathe. Feel the energy amped up a little, pulsing through you. Breath rate lifted, heat through your body. Starting to shift where we might be getting a little stagnant. So as I mentioned, Apanasana is the downwards and outwards. So we're going to do a little movement and a bit of work on the abdomen and the pelvis. Anyone who, for any ladies, if it's period time, you will leave this out and you'll just do a forward bend without the hands. Otherwise, and if there's any chance of anyone being pregnant, you definitely leave the hands out here. Otherwise, the hands are going to make fists and come onto your lap, put them right up to your belly. Also, if you get dizzy easily or you've got high blood pressure, then you're going to do this, but just breathe rather than holding the breath. Second one will be holding the breath. Okay, so hands come in, inhale, and as you exhale, just bend forwards over your fists, let your forehead come toward the ground and breathe normally. Three. Feel the knuckles just lightly pressing in on the abdomen. 2. Giving us a little abdominal massage. 1. When you inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands are flat. Second one, if you're any of the mentioned, you can leave the hands out. Or this one, we go in and we hold the breath out. So we exhale all the air, we go down, and we're holding out for, we'll go maybe about 15-20 seconds. If you need to come up earlier, come up earlier. And so we're holding the air out, staying down, and then coming back up. Hands come back into the fist shape. Inhale. Exhale all the air out, and bow forwards over the hands, and keep the air out as you hold it there. Your fist come into that little hollow of your belly. Relax. No breath, but just relax. If you need to breathe earlier than when I say come up when you're ready. Otherwise we'll go for around 5 or so seconds. Without straining the breath, inhale as you come up. And exhale, hands down. Breathe normally, close your eyes and just notice the effect of that breathing, that length of the yama. It's also an Apana Kriya, which means action, and an action that helps the flow of Apana. Good, and then let's go through halfway through one of those cycles. Inhale with your arms lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, hands and knees. Your hands are a bit forwards of your shoulders as you come down into Ashtangasana. Staying here 5 breaths. Shoulders roll a bit away from the floor, elbows if need be. So if your elbows are falling out to the floor, press more to the thumb side of your hands. 2. 1. And see if you can keep your hands there, push into them, slide your chest through, point your feet cobra. Lower your cobra down so your ribs touch the floor. Roll your shoulders in and back a bit more, hug the waist in. See if you can stay there, hover your hands off the floor. Feet push down, activating the top of your feet straightening, the knees and thighs pulling up, like you did with your feet earlier. Rest your head on both hands when you come down. Give your bottom a little rock side to side. Loosen your pelvis, relax your back. Keep your head resting on your right arm. Reach your legs nice and long on the floor. Take your left arm down by your side. Roll your left shoulder back so that it rolls away from the floor. Your left arm is going to lift off the ground and reach long as if it's trying to reach down and past your left heel. So the shoulder rolls back and the arm reaches long. more, roll back. Yes, so the shoulder goes away from the floor, reach your bum. So the arm is away from your back. Okay, and then from that position, a bit more, palm facing inwards, can you kick your left foot into your right hand? Catch hold, press it to the top of your thigh, draw the heel in. If you've got long arms, then you can hold it really easily, hold more down to the ankle. Release that leg, rest your head on your left forearm, right arm down by your side. Roll your right shoulder back. Let the roll of your shoulder lift the whole arm. As the arm lifts and the shoulder rolls back, palm faces in. Arm reaching long, a bit away from your body. Feel the arm come in from the shoulder, then kick your right foot into your right hand. Trying to send the right knee straight down the middle of the mat. Keep your breath going. Keep your breath against the ground. Gently from the throat. And then release that leg. Have your toes tucked. Both arms down by your side. Roll both shoulders back. Lift both arms, palms this time, instead of facing inwards, turn to the ceiling. Lift your head, chest and arms, and then push through the toes so that your thighs lift, your knees lift. Keep pressing out through the heels, engaging in through your legs. Keep your legs engaged this way so that you're trying to push the thigh bones away from the ground, and then point your feet. Maybe draw your legs together for 3. Off the floor now, 2. Keeping the thigh bones pushing up, 1. Nice, hands on the shoulders, push back to child's pose. Stand with your hands up the centre of your mat, thumbs connected in the middle. When we have the hands closer, it takes us round to the outer rim of the shoulder blades. So hands narrow, and then we get more into the rim of the shoulder blades. Take it across to the right, chest on your right thigh, hands off the right side of the mat, side to child's pose. Breathing into the left lung, breathing into the left lower back. Take it across to the left side. Reaching back through the right hip, breathing into the right ribs. And then come back into centre and come up to a high kneeling position with your toes tucked, knees just slightly apart. Take your right foot forward so the heel and the knee are about in line with each other. Arms out to the side, soft shoulders. Twist to the right so your arms turn out as if you're hugging the right wall. Bring your right hand onto the back of your pelvis. Take your left arm up, still twisted toward the right side. Pressing your right hip forward with your right hand and lifting the left arm up and away from the left knee. You can stay like that, or you can drop your right hand down to the left heel if you can reach easily enough without straining your back. So we just have that. If you step that back, this front foot back a bit more, so you plunge it into the that's it. Now. From there, you're lifting through the left side, but twisting slightly to the right. Leading with your left arm, inhale as you come up. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Straighten your back knee. We're going to set up the triangle pose. Your right leg straightens, the left heel turns to the floor. So right heel, left instep in line with each other. Use your block on the little toe side of your right foot and bring your left arm stuck onto your left side. Left arm stuck onto your left side, so it's straight. Straight, Ella. Straight, on your side. That's it, yeah. Okay, so you want your right hand on the block, on the right side of your wrist. There you go, left arm by your side. Okay, keep your left arm on your side and start to turn the left, stuck on your left side, straight, straight. There you go. Roll the shoulder back, a bit like we did in locust pose, As your shoulder rolls back, your arm then is going to reach long. So it's encouraging your chest to turn open. And as the top shoulder goes further down to the back of the room, your bottom shoulder is going to move away from your waist. So your right waist gets longer as the left shoulder rolls back. Taking half moon. Keep your left arm as it is. Look down to the floor. Jump your block forwards for half moon, lifting the left leg. Keep your left arm by your side, rolling the shoulder back, reaching toward the left foot. And then you can either stay like that or kick your left foot into the left hand like you did when you were lying on your tummy. That's why you have your arm by your side, for those people who have it up in the air. We'll try to kick. Come on. So from there, roll your hip up into the ceiling. That's it. Then put this arm down and up. That's it. Release your foot, take a long stride back with your left leg, both hands to the floor. A long stride back with your leg, both hands to the floor. Yeah, bend your right knee. Here we're going to take side hand on the left side, turn onto the left edge of your left foot. Wiggle your right foot down the edge of the mat and stay with your right foot on the edge of the mat. Keep that foot there. Paula, keep this foot here. This one, top foot, right foot. Yeah. Good, stay like that, or imagine a little bucket string on your right knee. It's going to lift your right knee up, hovering your foot off the floor, or keep your foot on the floor. Reach the leg out straight, turn to a regular plank. Hold for 2, regular plank. Hold for 1. You can either take a vinyasa here or go straight to child's pose. Everyone meets in child's pose, whether you've gone through a floor or whether you've gone straight to child's pose. Side child's pose to the right. Left hip stays back. Oh. We'll do both sides. We'll do both sides this time. Side child's pose to the left. Back to the centre. Come up to kneeling. Tuck the toes. Step your left foot forwards. Have the foot heel directly below your knee. Yeah, so we're just 90 degrees. Arms out to the side, inhale. Twist to your left, exhale. Bring the left hand onto the back of the left hip. Lift your right arm up and take a push through the right knee all the way up your right side. You're either looking straight out to the left or looking slightly down toward the floor, whichever range of movement suits your neck, your body best. You either stay like that, or if this left hand wants to drop down into the back heel, it can. Or you keep your hand on the hip. Yeah. If you stepped too far forwards, you'll find it harder to get your hand to the heel. So it wasn't a long lunge, it was a short lunge. Another breath there. Make sure you can breathe easily. On your inhale, lift up with your right hand. Exhale, both hands down. Set up the triangle pose, straighten both legs. Turn your right heel flat to the floor, so your left instep and your left heel and your right instep line up with each other. Lock onto the little toe side of your foot, and then right arm by your side, straighten the leg out. Good. Roll your right shoulder back. Reach long through your right arm as if your fingers are trying to poke the back wall of the room. As the right shoulder rolls back more, feel more length in the underside of your waist. See if you can get that connection, that the shoulder girdle helps you to lengthen the underside of your waist. One more breath there. Look down toward the floor. Keep your right arm reaching back, not up, back. Shift forwards to your half moon. Keeping your right arm by your side, like you did in locust pose, reaching toward the foot, and then kick your foot into your hand as an option, or keep the leg straight. I would say keep looking at the floor if you've gone for the catch of the foot. Unless you're very confident in your balance, in which case take your gaze further around. Right. Carefully let go, long stride back with your right leg, both hands to the floor, long stride back. That's it. Now side plank onto the outside of your right foot, wiggle the left foot halfway down the mat, and pause. Once you've established that, press into the front foot, lift your hips a bit higher, like you're arcing up. Your choice, stay there or a puppet string, picking up the left knee. Either stay with that little puppet string leg lifted, or with your foot on the floor, your choice. Then reach the leg all the way out, round to regular plank. Inhale in regular plank, and your choice, take a little flow, or go straight back to child's pose, your choice. This time, end up in downward dog. And can you have your thumbs touching together, like with the child's pose with our hands together? Feel a broadening on the outer shoulders, outer shoulder blades. For the breath. We're going to either hop or step forwards to Malasana, bend your knees, look forwards, hop or step, land in Malasana, elbows inside knees. If that's too deep a bend in the knees, elbows on knees. Good, you can put hands to the floor if you need to, otherwise power up through your legs, press and lift. From here, heel toe your feet in, bring your arms down and reach tall through the crown of your head. Balance on your left leg, right leg into Vrksasana, tree pose, the foot can come to calf or inner thigh. Hands to prayer initially. As your hands meet in the centre, feel everything in your balance finding centre. Find that core line of strength in the centre. If you want to stay like this, otherwise thumbs come to shoulders and arms go straight. Focus on the downward energy through your tree pose, down into the ground. So even though we're reaching up, you feel this downward flow of energy. The Apana Vayu, grounding, earthbound. Bring your knee forwards with an inhale. Leg down, arms down. As you exhale, press tall to the top of your head. Find your balance on the right leg, left foot. Wherever it's going, calf, inner thigh. Hands to prayer. And again, just like with your palms pressed to each other, feel all that's outwards comes inwards. Then thumbs to shoulders, arms up, and as your arms go up, feel the downward force of energy. Trying to feel these opposing forces. Breathe through the nose, one more round. Inhale when your knee comes forwards. Exhale, leg down, arms down. Feel you reach through the crown of your head. Take your right leg, step it all the way out, wide stance. Take your arms wide as you inhale, press to the outer edges of your feet. Interlace your hands behind your back, exhale, shoulders roll back. Inhale, lean back a little, open up your chest. Exhale, bow forward into Padottanasana. C, arms come up and over. Inhale, find a bit more length in your spine. Exhale, bow a bit deeper. Inhale, finding length. Exhale into the back. Make sure your feet are firm on the floor. your arms just rest flat on your back. Exhale, hands to the floor. Walk your hands around to your left foot, pivoting round. And then inhale, step to plank. Once more, this is your choice. You can either go through a little floor here, or you can simply stay and go to downward dog. Once you're up in down dog, bring your thumbs together. Bend the knees, look forwards, and hop or step. Into Malasana, press the knees wide. Bring your pelvis forwards and your knees back. So it feels like the knees are trying to draw back, the pelvis is trying to draw forwards. So we get more and more into the centre and less into the rounded shape. Push through your legs all the way up. And then heel toe your feet in to hip distance as your arms come down. Balance on your, which leg did we balance on first? Thank you. Balance on your left leg. Lift your right knee in front of you. Think of that puppet string again. Yeah, as your right knee lifts, take your arms out to the side, flex the foot. Twist to the right, but without holding the knee. See if you can take that twist, knee stays forward and you're working into your core to get into the twist. Use your belly muscles, the side muscles to press the left ribs forwards, the right ribs backwards. Inhale as you come to centre, both arms in front, extend the leg in front. Point your toes, lower everything back down. Stand tall, inhale. Exhale, lift up through the left knee. Flex the foot like you're standing on a big step. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, twist to the left. So feel how the left leg doesn't want to move anywhere. And you're turning through the upper body. Your core is twisting the upper body while maintaining stability in the lower body. Right ribs press forwards, left ribs press back. Chest up a bit more, Jill. Chest up, rather than back, chest up. Just going forward, both arms in front. I know I shouldn't say that too early, trying to balance. Straighten your leg out, keep it there, point your foot. Leg down, arms down. Take a big step out with your left leg, wide on the mat. Hands behind, interlace your fingers, and then switch the way you've done it. So go with the opposite thumb and index finger leading. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, back forwards. Arms up and over. Feel like your feet are trying to pull the earth up into your hips. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, flat back, arms on back. Exhale, hands to floor. Walk your hands around to your right foot, back to the front of the mat. Step back to plank position, or you can go straight to downward facing dog, your choice. Wherever you come from, end up in down dog with your hands at the regular spacing this time. Fingers spread, back of each knuckle pressing through the mat. Outer armpits rolling back toward the back of the room. One more breath. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet, so you're at the back of your mat. Space your feet 2 fists apart, measure up with your fists. Then take your peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, elbows out to the side, padding Vistasana, let your head fall. 4. Pull upwards and outwards with the elbows. Elbows out to the let the head fall. 2. 1. Bend your knees, touch the outside of your feet with your fingers, prep for chair, and then extend your arms forwards. On your inhale, push all the way up with your arms, and as you exhale, hands onto knees, back into your chair. Cat-cow your spine here. Inhale, bottom back, chest forwards. Exhale, round. Inhale, bottom back, chest forwards. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, round, and then a flat back. Keep your flat back and keep your hands resting on your legs, a bit like that, or something like that, yeah? So legs bent, Johnny. Legs bent, there you go. With a flat back. Just remember this position, this shape, your arms are straight. Come up. We're going to try a little, it's a mixture of Uddiyana Bandha and prep for a kriya called Nauli, which is stomach massaging, like with the muscles of your stomach, but we're just going to do the pre-Nauli, which is the prep. Can everyone see me all right? It's not too dark, is it? Okay, so it involves hollowing in the belly, not by pulling in with your tummy muscles, but actually by relaxing that whole space and creating a vacuum. So there is a little bit of technique, so if you've never done it before, don't worry if you don't get it this evening because it takes quite a bit of practice. But let me show you, explain it to you, and then you can have a little go yourself. So I'm going to have to flash my tummy off when I get in there. I know some people have tried it before with me, and is this completely new to, has anyone else practiced this before other than Jen, Emma on Monday? Claire on retreat before maybe? Yeah? Has anyone else practiced? Okay, so this is how it goes. It's easiest in this position that you were just in a moment ago. I'll talk through it first. You take a deep breath in, you're just watching. You exhale all the air out. You're in that shape, not rounded, not dipped, a straight back. All the air out, and then you do a pretend breath in, and this will happen. And then you relax it and you inhale and come back up. So I'm not pulling my tummy in. The key to this is exhale all the air out and then a pretend inhale. So I know that might sound funny because you don't pretend to inhale, but just try and imagine what a pretend inhale will feel like, and that creates the little inward vacuum. Let's have a go together. So hands on the top of the legs initially, inhale. Slide your hands down, exhale, all the air out, straight back, shoulders back. When all your air is out, pretend to inhale. Let your belly vacuum in. Nice. When you need to inhale, relax your tummy and come back up with an inhale. You'll know you've done it right because no matter what the size of your tummy, whatever flesh is there, you'll feel everything vacuums in. There's a natural inward concave and it's soft. Let's go again, inhale. Exhale all the air out. Pretend to inhale. Right into the sides of your hip bones, you'll feel a vacuum if it's happened. One more time. Last time, inhale. Exhale, go down. Inhale, that's more. Come up the chest. That's it. Now it's into a more. Yes, you got it. Right, when you've done, just have a little shake hand stand. Shake your hands out. We're going to try doing that, breathing in a forward bend. So Padangusthasana again. When we go down, instead of, when you go into a forward bend, usually the tummy's just like that. Just, it's normal tummy. We're going to try and go down with that little vacuum. So you go down. You're going to keep breathing, but I want you to allow that soft, inward, relaxed shape to come into the tummy as you hold down there. So instead of the tummy being out, you're going to let it soften in. If you struggle to do it with the breath, then you probably find your Padangusthasana will just be your regular Padangusthasana. But if you managed it, go down and see if you can get that same inward soft draw, but with breathing. So fingers come onto the sides of your pelvis. Inhale, elbows wide. Exhale, bow forwards. Inhale, fingers to, not thumbs, what they're called, big toes, flat back. And then exhale down over the left. And see if you can soften in your belly. And then keep breathing. See how that still feels. There you go. That's it. That's it. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down, child's pose. Relax everything. And then let's come up into Ustrasana. Kneel, knees are now 2 fists apart. Toes can be tucked under. We're just going to do one Ustrasana. So either with your heels tucked or your feet flat, your practice. Hands guide the pelvis down, elbows back, inhale, lift. Exhale, leaning back, going for the heels. If you're not taking the heels, you can keep hands on hips. Make sure you can still breathe easily. Breathing through the nose. So from there, I would say you're better keeping the head up. Focus on lifting through here. So lift your chest up towards your chin. Rather than letting the head go back. Because that just is a neck bend. Okay, inhale as you come up with your chest. Exhale, bow forwards into a child's pose. Relax your arms down by your side. And drop your bottom off to the right. I'm going to do like a mini pigeons. Pigeon but not pigeon. Right shin in front of you. Right shin facing this way. Square to the front of your mat. And left shin to the side. Yeah, and then just take your hands in front of your right shin, one knee of the foot, one knee of the knee. And then start to bow forwards. Bring your knee to your foot. Stuart, bring your knee to your foot. That's it. Bring your left knee to your right foot. There you go. And then go down. And then some of you might be able to get your chest down onto the shin, maybe reach your arms further forward. So it's like pigeon pose without the long leg out behind. Your inhale guides you up. Exhale, lean to the right, swing your left leg all the way out in front of you. Janushasana, bringing the left heel in. Fingers to the floor, wriggle your spine square and upright. And then bow forwards to the left foot. Take your belt around your foot or hold the foot, inhale straight back. Exhale, bow, elbows wide. 3. 2. 1. Inhale straight back. Exhale all the way. Then switch the legs. Left leg into the half pigeon. Right heel toward right bottom. Hands in front of your left shin. And then bow toward the left shin. So, Jill, right leg swings round to the side. That's it. And left shin in front of you. That's it. And then bow. You might be on straight arms, you might be on forearms, or you might be flat to the shin. Whatever it is in your body is right. Think of going deeper into the right hip crease. Let your next inhale carry you up. Lean to the left, swing your right leg straight. Left heel comes in. Fingers to floor, wriggle tall. Keep your aim to the right leg. Inhale, arms lift. We did it last time, did we? Exhale, hands down. Inhale, pull on the foot, lift the chest. Exhale, going down and trying to almost feel like your left ribs are coming round towards that right thigh. 3 more breaths. 3. 2. 1. Inhale straight. straight arms, flat back. Exhale, come up both legs in front. Hands to the floor, Dandasana. Just do a little press so you can even your sit bones out. And then let's just take a flowing Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, flow forwards, fingers to the floor as they drape all the way back towards Dandasana. Inhale out, up. Exhale, reach further each time. Inhale as you glide in. Exhale as you reach and glide forward. Get longer in your body with each lift and deeper in the forward fold with each flow. 3 more. With your breath. Breath guiding. And then finish this last one either in Paschimottanasana, or if you prefer to come back and take plough pose for the last one, then go to plough pose, either of those final poses. Forward bend or legs over behind. Ten breaths. Final breath or two. And then pull your tailbone up more. So the legs are actually going to come into the hips, but also get sharper in this joint. Okay, and then soften if you're in plough pose, then the knees a little roll down. And we'll do just a few minutes in supported pranayama before we have shavasana. Can you take your 2 blocks, as we've done the last couple of weeks, one behind the chest, and then the purple one behind your head. So they're set up like that, on the floor. Legs can be in Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, or straight. Make sure you've got the medium-sized block under the back of your chest, not the lower back of the chest. Yeah. You're best lying down first. You're best putting the blocks down first, please, and then lying down. Anyway, we're all looking all right. Legs can be in Baddha Konasana or straight. So if you remember last week when we did our pranayama in this final shape, you want the purple block under this, which is a little bit more We did inhaling in 3 parts and exhaling in 1. We're just going to switch it around this time because it's the downward flow that we want to manage and control. So in this pranayama, we're going to do Dirga pranayama with 3 exhale parts with pauses in between. So let me guide you through it. Start by emptying your lungs completely. And then let's all breathe in, lower lungs, mid lungs, upper lungs, till you're full. Then we exhale 1/3. Pause. 2nd third. Pause. Final third. Pause. Soft inhale again. Lower lungs, mid lungs, upper lungs. Exhale 1/3 from the chest. Pause. Exhale 2nd third from the lower chest. Pause. Exhale final third down from the diaphragm. Inhale. Exhale 1/3. Pause with a gentle pelvic floor lift. Exhale another third. Pause, gentle pelvic floor. Final third. Pause, gentle pelvic floor. Relax, inhale. Exhale 1/3. Light pelvic floor. Second third. Light pelvic floor. Final third. Light pelvic floor. One more round, inhale. Exhale 1/3. Pause, pelvic floor. 1/3. Pause, pelvic floor. Final third. Final pause. Breathe normal. If you feel perfectly supported and comfortable, just as you are, feel free to spend the rest of Shavasana supported on blocks. If you want to take blocks out or adjust them in any way, do that now so that you can rest comfortably. If you just want to lie flat in standard Shavasana, then that's fine. Don't worry about what anyone else decides to do, you do what feels you.
Notice the effect of Apana flow, the energy of release, the energy that allows us to let go, to feel a little lighter, nicely grounded, light in our mind. Notice the effects of this evening's practice on how you are right now before you move, before you go to the rest of your evening, the rest of your week. When you're ready, bend your legs, turn onto your right side and pause there. And especially if you're finished on the blocks, get your knees right up so you're almost like a little ball shape on your side, so your back gets a little counter stretch, being on the block. And make your way up to sitting, palms come together. Nicely grounded through the lower body, tall, lifted and open from the spine, shoulders, heart. Soft behind your eyes and ready to connect the sound and vibration of Om with the lightness of the universe around, like a universal call. Deep breath in. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Great. Do any left and rights with you tonight or anything?